What is going on, everybody? It's JetsCentral coming back with another video, and I'm joined once again by my buddy Joe from Believers Talk. Joe, how's it going, man?
Doing great. Thanks for having me on, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, so all the Bills fans out there that could be watching this video, go check out his channel. I know we're rival teams here, but we have to give credit where it's due. He does have a pretty sweet channel for the
Thanks.
Buffalo Bills. So the Bills fans out there, the link is down below in the description box. But the New York Jets this season, especially over the past whatever it is, 6, 7, 8 weeks,
hmm
have been looking pretty not so good, right? We're on a
hmm
big losing streak and whatnot.
Sure.
Actually, before we get into the preview, I just want to quickly apologize for the lighting. I'm changing up my whole desks and stuff like that to build the whole thing from scratch. Long story short, that's why I actually didn't get the preview up this Tuesday, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, looking at this Jets team, we're on a huge losing streak. Now we're going up to Buffalo, and it's going to be Josh Allen starting for your Bills. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts, or your initial thoughts on this game so far?
Well, I mean, as from the Jets' point of view, like I just kind of feel bad for you guys. Like Todd Bowles, I liked Todd Bowles when you guys first got him. I was actually a big fan, but now it just seems like he's overstayed his welcome. It seems to some extent that the players just don't want to play for him. You saw this past week with the Packers game with Mike McCarthy. A lot of people are saying, well, the reason I lost to Arizona at home is because the players weren't, playing for him anymore. And I almost feel that way with the Jets a little bit. There's no way, like we beat you 41-10 with Matt Barkley. There's no way that should happen if your team's prepared to play. I mean, Matt Barkley just joined the Bills. So this game's obviously going to be a lot different. The Jets, they're not sure who's their starter yet. I don't think Sam Darnold's been officially named the starter, but that's the way things are looking, if I'm correct. And so it's going to be a little bit different. Everyone wants to see the two rookies at it. I want to see the two rookies go at it because I think I've seen some good things from Sam Darnold. I've seen some good things from Josh Allen. They just haven't had the time to consistently do these things. So I'm looking forward to this game. I think Vegas currently has the Bills as a favorite, but I think it's only a 3.5-point favorite, and Vegas gives you 3 points at home anyway. So it's like they have this game pretty much as a pick 'em. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to gauge your interest real quick. Just ask you a basic question.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the Jets picked the rookie quarterback. The Bills picked the rookie quarterback. I've liked what I've seen from both quarterbacks, and it kind of ticks me off when people say that Darnold's just a bust because of the interceptions thrown and the
Mm-hmm.
the win-loss record and whatnot of
Yeah.
the New York Jets. People are quick to say like, oh, he's a USC kid, and he throws too many picks, and the guy's horrible. The Jets need to move on from him. I kind of look at it like he's a young kid. He's a rookie. All
Yeah.
rookie quarterbacks throw picks. What are some of your takeaways on Sam Darnold?
Yeah, well, I mean, we live in a world where they want results now, and in the QB position especially, we've seen recently from, let's say, Andrew Luck forward, some of these quarterbacks are getting in there and they're looking really good right away. Well, we have to remember 15, 20 years ago, it was never the case. Like 15, 20 years ago, we drafted a quarterback. We waited 2 or 3 years to put them out there. We had a veteran there. Because I'm part of the team apparently, but no, like the team had a veteran there first, and then you let the young kid learn for a little bit, and then you put them out there in year 2, year 3, and then you look good. Look at Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, perfect example of how good you can look if you have a year or 2 under your belt. And I always feel bad, especially in Sam Darnold's case, because he hasn't played a full season yet. He was out for the past few weeks. Like you get no rhythm with the team around you. And the Jets and Bills have the same situation. There's not much of a roster built around these guys yet on offense, And so to say a guy is a bust, especially in the first year, I think that's ridiculous anyway. But to say a guy's a bust when you look at the offensive weapons and you're like, well, who's really there? You talk about you have Enunwa, Curse, some wide receivers who played well last year with McCown, but they've never been household names, and so you go into an offseason and you say, oh, well, look at our offense, there's no one there. And then by week like 5, 6, 7, everyone's like, oh, it's the quarterback's fault. Well, no, you got to look deeper into it. And I think that's what some fans on both sides, both Bills and Jets sides, are missing sometimes.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, you're exactly right. You take a look at this Bills team. You take a look at this Jets team. They're really similar. Both struggle, or the wide receiving depth is just not there.
Yeah.
The running game is consistent. The offensive lines are just, average. I would probably say below average at best.
Yeah.
Both defensive minded head coaches. They're really both have rookie quarterbacks. So
Yeah.
Josh Allen, Sam Darnold are in kind of the same boat here, and it's actually kind of funny because they're like best friends too.
Right. Yeah, they worked out together, I think, too. So.
Yeah, Yeah, they trained together with Jordan Palmer, Carson
Right.
Palmer's brother in the
Carson Palmer,
offseason.
yeah.
But yeah, looking at this game, I mean,
Mhm.
just taking a look back at the last time the Jets and Bills played, a few weeks back when we just
Yeah.
got destroyed by you guys, Matt Barkley. The
Mhm.
game, I was mortified, completely. It was just nauseating to watch that
Yeah.
mess of a game. And we got to switch it up. We cannot go into that game with the same game plan. We have got
Right.
to be able to run the ball. I mean, you guys
Right.
have a really good secondary, number one in pass defense. You know, if I'm the New York Jets, I'm getting Crowell going. I'm getting Eli Manning, or not Eli Manning, Eli McGuire going early
Yeah.
on in the team. Establish a run game. You're on the road. Let's control the clock here. Let's control the
Mhm.
time possession and
Right.
keep Josh Allen, keep LaShawn McCoy off the field.
Sure. Yeah. No, I completely agree with that from a Jet standpoint. You want to control time possession, and both these quarterbacks have been prone to make mistakes as far as interceptions, things of that nature. Whoever wins the turnover battle in this game might have the best chance to win. Obviously, I look back at the last game, and what I saw was the first play from scrimmage. Matt Barkley throws about a 40-yard pass to Robert Foster, right? And then the next play is a 20-something-yard run by McCoy for a touchdown. Bang, bang. Jets down 7-0. I feel like the Jets. It was like a bar fight, and you guys got haymaker in the jaw, and you just couldn't recover from that, and then it just went downhill. And when you're talking about two teams who aren't that good, it only takes one bad thing to happen that starts snowballing. Some before you know it, you lose 41-10. When really both these teams are pretty much equal as far as talent would go, minus on the defense. I think the Bills do have an edge on defense. That's why they have the number 2 ranked defense overall right now. I think you guys are somewhere like low teens, maybe like 12th or something like that on defense. So, but for the most part, talent-wise, I think you guys actually have better running backs than we do. I think McCoy this year, that 30 number hit him hard, and he's been injured twice already this year. Only has one game over 100 yards. I think that's telling of his age from the running back position, of course.
Absolutely, and hopefully the New York Jets can actually upgrade the running back position with Le'Veon Bell. So quick shout out to him. But no, going back to this game, if the Jets can run the ball effectively, if we could just keep I think no matter what the case will be, I think it will be a low-scoring affair. I don't see this Bills offense moving consistently on the Jets defense, and vice versa. I don't see whether it's McCown or Darnold being able to move the ball on Buffalo's defense, especially in in your house. So I think it will be a low-scoring affair. I would probably say a score by like maybe 17-13. That's kind of like score I'm looking at. Yeah, so I mean, right now it's kind of tough to tell, but I think the defense will step up. I think Jamal Adams, they got absolutely embarrassed last time we guys, we played. So I'm looking at this game. I think the defense will bounce back very nicely, but it all comes down to the offense. It all comes down to the offense. Jeremy Bates, his play calling has been a complete disaster this season. Completely awful. So can we throw the football? That's been a struggle all season. Can we push the ball downfield consistently? And that's going to be the question mark. So I would run the ball on offense. I look to keep Josh Allen in the pocket on defense, right? I think Josh Allen's legs have shown that he killed Miami running. And then I forget who the Buffalo Bills played the previous week. Slipping my mind right now, but Jacksonville. Josh Allen ran for a ton of yards in that game as well. So we have to keep Josh Allen in the pocket. We've got to, because when the play breaks down, he's kind of vulnerable. And you guys just cut Kelvin Benjamin, cut Andre Holmes, I believe, as well. You guys are down a few guys at wide receiver. Let's make Josh Allen beat us through the air on one-on-one matchups outside. That's kind of my philosophy going in.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that makes a lot of sense. It's actually great. Last game, you say, and it'll be interesting to see how the Jets do this. You say, make Allen beat you with his arm. Last game, Miami had Kiko Alonso spying him on, I'm going to say, at least 80% of the plays, and he still made Kiko Alonso look bad because he just beat him every single time. So I think some of your linebackers have more speed than Kiko does. And I know Kiko from when he played with Buffalo. So, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how you guys do that. Also, with the terrible offensive line, you mentioned it too. Like sometimes Allen gets the snap and he's already looking to take off because he knows he doesn't have much time to make a decision. So, but you're right. We only have 5 wide receivers currently on the depth chart, and although they're decent, like both teams, both the Jets and the Bills, going into preseason were everyone said, oh, they have the worst wide receiving corps out of the whole bunch. You know, I think about where we're going to draft, and as of right now, the Jets are going to draft ahead of us. And I have a funny feeling on draft day, I'm just going to be like, we could use that guy every time the Jets draft. Like, we could have used him because our teams are so similar. But yeah, when you only have 5 wide receivers on a depth chart, it doesn't even matter how good they are. Like, you need people to come in, you know, when you need rest, and we don't have that right now. So.
Yeah, I mean, one quick thing I just want to point out, just about both teams. You know, I know we touched on it earlier, just about the offensive line, the wide receiving, the rookie quarterbacks, and whatnot. Yeah. Just, you know, pointing out some of the similarities of the team. But looking at both defenses are young, fast, and athletic, and I mean, I know statistically speaking, the Jets defense they're not world beaters, they're not world class. Right. But just from a guy that's watched every single snap of Jets football this season, you know, and even the Buffalo Bills defense as well, if you slice the turnovers in half, you know, just imagine, like, I mean, from your point of view, Josh Allen's like picks and Nathan Peterman, Derek Anderson, if you slice the turnovers in half, how much better the defense actually gets. Right. And same case with the New York Jets. You know, Darnold leads the league in picks. Josh, you know, we turn the football over we both turn the football over as offenses.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and if we can just slice down those turnovers, whether it's in half or what have you, these two defense will go through the roof statistically. I think both these defense have the sky's the limit for both. Now, I think with the Jets, it's just a matter of getting after the passer. I mean, we don't really have a true edge rusher. We kind of run the 3-4 system, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Todd Bowles. Yeah. Are we going to bring in a 4-3 guy or what?
Right.
You know, because we need to get after the passer. It's been a weakness. I mean, who's in our division? Tom Brady and now Josh Allen. We're going to have to face him, whatever, for the next 10 seasons. You know, like that's what you'd hope for.
Yeah, so right.
After quarterbacks, we've got to get quarterbacks.
Yeah, no, yeah, sure. I mean, the one thing, if you're a Jets fan, one thing you have to really be concerned about is we both think Todd Bowles will be gone at the end of the year. Who's the next coaching staff? I mean, to come in. I remember when we first got Rex Ryan, and you know a lot about Rex Ryan, of course. We went from a 4-3 to a 3-4. Well, with the 4-3, it was under Jim Schwartz. We had a 4-3 defense. We had a top 5 defense there. Well, then Rex Ryan comes in, he runs a 3-4. All of a sudden, we're mid-pack defense because we don't have the, you know, most people don't realize there's a big difference between 4-3 and 3-4. And if you don't have the roster for a 3-4 defense, it's going to look terrible. And that's what happened. We ended up having the 16th ranked defense that year, and it just never clicked. And unfortunately for Rex Ryan, that cost him his job because we didn't have the personnel to fit his style.
Yeah, and I remember you had the whole drama with Mario Williams and stuff.
Yep.
In the 3-4. And whatnot, but you know, just looking at that, it's just interesting, you know. But I will say this from a Jets fan's perspective, the Jets defense, whether we you know, I would actually prefer to switch to a 4-3 because I mean, Rex ran the 3-4 like you said. Yeah. I mean, we've seen a 3-4, and that's what Todd Bowles runs as well. We've seen it for a long time now, and I feel comfortable on the back end of the defense with Marcus May and Jamal Adams. Yeah. Even with a linebacking core, I feel as though the 4-3 is the way to go, and that we wouldn't really. It's not like we have all-star edge rushers currently.
Right.
You know, so I feel like the transition might be a little bit easier just because of the talent that's currently there. You know, it's not, we don't have world-class defensive ends, you know, as we speak right now. But yeah, man, it's good stuff. I just want to thank you one more time, Joe, for hopping on.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. This was great. I always enjoy talking football, so I'll happily get on here anytime.
Yeah, and the Bills fans out there, and even the Jets fans out there, you know, if you enjoyed this video, go check out his channel. Like I said before, the link is down below in the description box. Excuse me. Believers Talk. And Joe, have a good night, man.
Hey, you too. Thanks a lot.
Cool. Thanks so much.
Right. Yep. Take care.